What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, man? This your boy Kano, the brutally honest gamer, and I'm back with another video, man. Let's get it, let's go. Now, before I get into today's video, man, make sure you go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification bell for when I drop these videos. You heard me? Let's get it, let's go. Let's talk about it. You feel me? Now, this video right here, I'm speaking from the heart. I'm shooting from the hip. I'm about to speak my mind. And this is basically on the new G4TV. Not the old G4TV, the new G4TV. So let's talk about it, you heard me? So, I grew up being a fan of G4TV. Well, actually, it was G4 and Tech TV at the time when Tech TV had extended play. And G4 had the other gaming shows on there like Arena, Blister, Pulse, G4TV.com, you know, just to name a few. Even Cinematech, you know, just to name a few, right? So around 2013, 2014, G4 TV had got canceled because of the bullcrap shows that they kept doing with all the reruns like Lost, Cops, and Cheaters, and Campus PD. You feel me? That was a bunch of blasphemy, and it wasn't catered to the gamers. You know what I'm saying? Because I am a gamer. So we go all the way to 2020. It was around the summer of 2020 when G4 TV was actually announced. I was ecstatic because it brought up the childhood memories that not just myself, but all gamers had of watching G4 TV, because at that time we didn't really the internet wasn't like how it is today, based off the fact of what went on with the gaming. We had to go through the magazines and G4 TV to find out the news or anything that's going on with E3, stuff like that, what new games is coming out and all that, right? So when G4 TV was announced as a revival in the summer of 2020, I was ecstatic. Then around late 2020, we had got the Thanksgiving special, and it had all of the hosts. And I'm thinking, yes, we might see them hosts coming right back to G4 TV in the launch of next year, right? Fast forward to, well, let me run it back. It turned out not to be. But anyways, fast forward to late 2021, the G4 TV had basically launched, and on the cable that whole day all we've gotten was a Ninja Warrior, which is not a bad show, but you don't want to watch that time and time over. You want to see some video games, you want to see something new, right? So come to find out that Tuesday they streamed the catastrophic launch, and then it was going to go on TV the next day. Because honestly, for me, I don't want to watch the streams. I actually want to watch it on cable television because I have Xfinity, right? That's facts. So let's go ahead and dive in deeper. Why do I feel like G4 TV is on a downward spiral? And this is going to be a lengthy video. Like I said, this is from the heart. This is from the hip. This is my perspective of what I've seen and what's going on. You feel me? So let's talk about the shows first and foremost. Now, the G4 TV, the new G4 TV, has shows like Boosted. It's basically an esports show. Then you got Invitation to Party. That's basically a Dungeons and Dragons show, which I personally don't care for. And Boosted, I really don't care for like that neither. And on Boosted, it barely talks about anything gaming related. That's a fact. They only do about 5 to 10 minutes of esports news, which really ain't no news. They put comedy to it, and it's not funny. I think it's ridiculous. You feel what I'm saying? Then you got Ninja Warrior, which, like I said, it's not a bad show, but it's not really something I would particularly watch all the time. You feel me? Then you got Unbeatable Benzuki, whatever it's called. That's another Ninja Warrior type of show. Then you got G4's Crash Course, which basically is everything esports related. Then you got X-Play, which is not what it used to be. I think it's trash right now. Attack of the Show, we're going to dive in deeper with that because it has Attack of the Show. You got the Attack of the Show, the Loop, and you have Attack of the Show Vibe Check, which I think with the Loop and Vibe Check should just be an online show itself, and Attack of the Show should be taped and be on a regular basis. Then you got G4 TV's Votes that's basically catered towards the old G4 stuff. Then you got Scott the Watch, which is basically hash YouTube videos that Scott the Watch did and put it to 1 hour long show, which I think is cool. I think that show is basically the only good show on G4 TV because X-Play and all that ain't cutting it. So let's go ahead and dive into the shows a little bit deeper, right? So X-Play is the host is basically Adam Sessler. Then you got the Black Hokage. Then you got the Completionist. Then you got Fosk. And then you're Black. And in my opinion, I think X-Play, the new X-Play, is garbage truck juice. You know why? Because they're reviewing old games that nobody is not caring about and nobody don't think about no more because everybody already played it and moved on past it. So nobody cares about those reviews. Secondly, when they do reviews, they barely put in the reviews on the cable situation. Another thing is on the streaming side, they just do the news and then they talk about random jibber jab, don't even know what they're talking about half the time. You feel me? And then you notice that each of the hosts don't gel together. You feel me? And then another key question is why Adam Sessler is not at that studio. You feel me? That's the key question. Why is Adam Sessler not at that studio? And speaking of Adam Sessler, he did some shiesty stuff. Honestly, I don't get into politics. You feel me? I don't care about who's Republican and who's Democrat or whatever because honestly, I'm going to just say one thing about it before we continue on. When you look at this whole situation, when it comes to that, basically Donald Trump is a puppet and Joe Biden is a puppet. The real people that behind the scenes with the House and Senate, they're the real ones controlling the whole government situation. It's not the president, they're puppets. But anywho, I digress. Let's get back into the whole ordeal. Now, when you look at the whole situation with X-Play, and let's talk about continuing with the show situation. Attack of the Show, when it comes to Vibe Check, is basically a random show that they talking about nonsense. Then you got Attack of the Show, The Loop, which basically Kevin Ferrer is just interviewing guests or people that's already on the show or whatever. And they talk about random stuff. They need to just stay on the streams and on YouTube. They don't need to have no shows on TV. That need to be canceled ASAP on TV and just stay on YouTube or whatever. You feel me? Invitation to Party, the Dungeons Dragon joint, that's stale already. I've seen a few episodes. I don't like the show, point blank period. That need to just stay on YouTube also. You feel me? That's why I think that's just my honest opinion. G4TV's Vault is basically all the classic stuff that was from the classic G4TV. That's cool and all that, but they need way more episodes and they need to have more value within that show because it's trash. G4's Crash Course, basically the esports matchups and the online structure or whatever. That need to just be online only because nobody ain't going to sit on TV and watch that. That's like how the downfall of Vent TV was because Vent TV didn't have no value and didn't know what was going on. And the video for that's coming soon. All right, but anyways, I digress. Ninja Warrior is cool, but they don't need to have multiple marathons on that. Same thing with Unbeatable Benzuki or whatever. They don't need to have multiple marathons on that. All right, Boosted on the other hand, right? They should make that a full esports like gaming show in the news that's going on with that. That shouldn't be no comedy stuff because Fawcett, to me, she's not funny. Olivia May, she's okay. It's funny sometimes. Golden Boy, he's not funny at all to me. It's just nothing funny about the show. And the way that they write their scripts on the show, it is not funny. You feel me? Nobody's laughing at it. It's just stupid. Okay, so let's continue with the show situation because this is going to be a lengthy video. My thing with G4TV as far as the shows, they don't have that variety of gaming. Because the old G4TV had the old X-Play where they did the reviews, some comedy sketch or whatever. Attack of the Show used to be good, but it's not what it used to be and it's terrible. You feel me? I'm going to continue on with Attack of the Show when I come back to it. But anywho, they had Arena, that's the real esports type of show. Then you have Cinematech. Then you had Cheat. Well, Cheats don't really need that because we got internet no more. They should bring back Filter. Because Filter, they got a lot of stuff they can make countdowns for in this day and age compared to back in the days. That's just a proven fact. A lot of these shows that's on G4TV right now, most of it need to stay on streaming. They need to, when they do the Attack of the Show, they need to tape their shows. When they do X-Play, they need to tape their shows instead of streaming their shows, then bring it next day to, or the final, like the whole week. You know what I'm saying? They need to just go ahead and tape their shows. You feel me? Attack of the Show just need to be taped. X-Play needs to be taped. You feel me? Those two shows need to be taped so they can be on cable only. Vibe Check and The Loop, they need to stay on YouTube. That's a fact. Let's continue on, shall we? There's been a lot of controversy when it comes to G4TV because of like of the game on the like of the gaming side. Most of these shows that they have on G4TV doesn't have anything gaming related because it's basically trying to cater to the pop culture, but it's not working at all. It's not working point blank, period. That's where the epic fail lies on. You feel me? Let's continue on, shall we? Now, let's talk about more on the host side. Let's talk about Foss, and let's talk about Adam Sessler. And let's talk about Blair Herder, right? Now, if y'all saw the video where give me a second, I'm trying to think. This is gonna be a lengthy video. I'm speaking from the heart. So if you look at the video of where Foss was talking about sexism, and before the video, she had made a statement about PlayStation is Walking Dead, something like that. I don't remember. If you look at that, she's half and half on it because of what's going on with Microsoft. Microsoft doing a lot of things, and I'm speaking as a realistic, not no fanboy, but Microsoft is doing better than what Sony is doing right now, and that's true. But anywho, a lot of PlayStation fanboys got mad or whoop-de-woo. PlayStation fanboys are the worst fanboys ever because they get mad at the littlest things and cry over spill milk about stuff. But anywho, I digress. But when Foss made that whole video about sexism or whatever, it caused up a whole uproar into the gaming community about her being unbangable or whatever. Well, she's the L word. I ain't gonna say the word on YouTube. She's basically the L word, and if you're dressing like that, that's how you gonna get perceived. You feel me? So they got people that's gonna be in that way and act that way and talk that way about Foss. You feel me? Sexism didn't have anything to do with what was going on X-Play. It didn't have anything to do with it. She made that choice to make that comments, and she got backlash for it. You feel me? And the people behind G4TV just basically stood behind her. You feel me? And then Adam Sessler made some comments about the Republicans and about the family. There's a lot of controversy behind that. So people are calling to fire Adam Sessler and Foss. Foss, on the other hand, she don't need to be on the show because she don't know what she be talking about half the time. Adam Sessler, on the other hand, with his situation is they calling on him for to be fired. Personally, for me, I'm about half and half on it for him to be fired and him to be staying. The same thing with Foss, 50-50 on it. But at the same time, the problem with these G4 TV hosts is they don't gel well together. 9 times out of 10, a lot of them are not really gamers for the gamer culture. And that's just a proven fact. You feel me? Foss don't know what she be talking about half the time. If you look at the completionist, when he was talking about the Xbox situation, he couldn't even detail what games are coming out for Xbox, which shows right there. If you are a gamer, you should already know what stuff is coming up for Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, PC, all of that. If you're a gaming journalist, you keep up with all that. You feel me? The completionists have to hold that L on that aspect. The Black Hokage, he's most likely a PlayStation fanboy, which I'm not going to knock a person that got their preference in the console of choice, but if they are catered more towards a particular platform and don't really know their gaming knowledge, they don't need to be there. What G4 failed to realize, what the people that hired these individuals at G4 failed to realize is they don't have their gaming structure or don't know their gaming history and really don't peep and see what's going on out there in the gaming world. What gaming news is around. They don't keep up with that. And that's the epic fail side of G4 TV. And that's just a fact. You feel me? So the way I look at it is, when it comes to G4 TV, they're going to have to redo in getting the right host. They're going to have to take their shows and put it on cable TV because it's failing right now. Now, on the streaming side of it, they've been caught with view botting. On Twitch, when it comes to invitation to party, they had over about 30 to 40,000 concurrent people viewing it. But we come to find out that the situation with them, the chat was moving slow and it was basically view botting. That's an epic fail on G4 TV's part. That lets you know that a lot of people are turned off by what Foss said and what Adam Sessler said. And like I said earlier in this video, when it comes to the politician side, I can care less about Democrats or Republicans because as a black man in America, None of them are helping us out as black people because we still going through a lot of different things, including racism in America today. We are still going through it to this day. Ain't nothing has changed. We have not received any reparations, the whole nine. So I'm not trying to talk politics, but that's just facts. We haven't received reparations. We still get treated like dirt. We still see a lot of racism. Cops still shooting us down, the whole nine. So nothing has changed in that caliber. You feel me? So that's just a proven fact. Republicans ain't helping us. Democrats, they're trying to help us, but they really not helping us because they trying to help us, but they're really not helping us. They ain't helping us at all. But anywho, let's go ahead and continue because I'm almost done with this video. You feel me? This has been long enough me talking about G4TV. My honest opinion about G4TV as a whole, the new G4TV, is going in a downward spiral. If I can compare how this new G4TV is to basically to VenTV. When VenTV was launched last year in 2021, around August 2021, they didn't really have enough shows that was catered to gaming because all they cared about was streaming, and they didn't have the right shows. They didn't have the right caliber to put together. This new G4TV going to have to make the right changes. They're going to have to make this a full-fledged video game channel and get rid of the other shows like Viva something League. They're going to have to get rid of that. That don't need to be there. You feel me? Anime show, they're going to have to do justice if they're going to put anime on there. Marathon-wise, they're going to have to let some of that go for right now. That needs to be, G4TV needs to be a video game-centric channel because G4TV is not a video gaming-centric channel. They barely, I repeat, they barely have anything gaming related on that channel or on YouTube itself because they stream a lot of nonsense on there. They talk a lot of nonsense on there. They put a lot of politics. They talk more about politics than they do about gaming. False talk about sexism in the gaming culture, and that's not the case. In reality, is you said something that people didn't like and basically took it the wrong way, then talk about sexism. You basically took one thing and made it worse for yourself to the point where you basically are unlikable. Adam Sesker said something to the point where a lot of people don't like him right now neither. And Blair heard of what he said, what Verge said, if you don't like it, don't watch. That's basically like how Don Matrick said, if you don't like the Xbox One, basically play the Xbox 360. So that's an epic fail. If G4TV don't change its ways and fix their mistakes and right their wrongs, they're going to end up facing the same demise as VenTV. Point blank period, this is a fact. G4TV, the new G4TV, need to make changes. They need to either fire some of the individuals there or create more shows that's worthwhile. For example, if they were to bring back a show like Pulse, perfect host would be, there would be perfect. A lot of people in the gaming world would be perfect to be hosted, right? There's another show that they're trying to put together. Basically, they stream it on Twitch and then they put it the next day on TV, hosted by now Austin Show, or whatever his name is. I think that's a bad idea because that, again, what I said earlier, is not catered to gaming at all. Nothing gaming related about this new show. It's supposed to come on there on February 15th or whatever. It's nothing video game related. This new G4TV is not about video games. It's about pop culture, and that's an epic fail on their part. If they don't, like I said, if they don't make these corrections, make these changes in the next 5 to 6 months, they're going to end up facing the same fate like VenTV. Now, comment below what y'all thoughts about this new G4TV, what you like and dislike. If you agree with me, go ahead and hit that like button. I'm done with this video. I ain't got no more else to say. All I'm going to just say is the new G4TV, get it together. Right your wrongs. Correct your mistakes. Give the gamers what they want. Include myself. Give me what I want. True gaming. Let us have more gaming required shows. Bring back Pulse. Bring back Cinematech. If y'all don't want to bring back icons, make it into something new like Legends or something. You feel me? Because Icons was that show. It was basically a history lesson to a lot of gamers. And that's a fact. Am I lying? No. G4TV had a lot of video game shows back in the days. This new G4TV barely has any shows. X-Play is not really that video game show that we all want to love because of a lot of blasphemy that's on that show. Floss basically is on a lot of shows. I think she just need to be on Boosted and Invitation to Party. She don't need to be on X-Play. The Black Hokage, he can host it. Hell, the Black Hokage, he can go ahead and co-host a show, pause with somebody else. But if you look at it like this, G4TV is on the verge of being a demise very soon. That's all I gotta say. Mic drop. Kano out.